Let's take a look at Project 1, Lesson 3. For a certain credit card giving a starting balance of P and an ending balance of A, the function below gives the number of months N that have passed, assuming that no payments or additional purchases occurred. Suppose you started with a debt of $1,000 and now owe $1,210.26. The debt has been building for how many months? Round to the nearest whole month. Okay, so what are we being asked to solve for? Well, we're being asked to solve for N, the number of months for which our debt has been building. So let's think about how we're going to solve this. Well, obviously, to solve for N, we use this equation. In order to solve this equation, we're going to need to know A and P. Now in the text, they tell me that P is the starting balance and A is the ending balance. So it says I started with a debt of 1,000, which means P is equal to 1,000. And it says I ended with a debt of 1,210.26, so my A is 1,210.26. So first, I will plug in these numbers for A and P, and then I can evaluate the logarithm. Now, once I plug in what I know, so I've got log of 1,210.26 minus log 1,000 divided by log of 1.0175. So what about my bases here? What am I supposed to assume when no base is given? Well, that means we're in base 10, right? So when we have a logarithm with no specified base, we assume we're in base 10. So how can I evaluate this? I've got logarithms being subtracted in my numerator and then another logarithm in my denominator. Well, think about your rules of logarithms. How can I simplify the numerator? When I've got two logarithms of the same base being subtracted, apply your rule for subtracting logarithms of the same base to simplify this numerator. Once you've got a simplified numerator, then use a calculator to evaluate the fraction, and you'll be able to evaluate it using the logarithm in the numerator and denominator. Okay? But again, first you have to simplify that numerator by applying what you know about subtracting logarithms of the same base. We'll get N, some number of months, and remember to round your answer to the nearest whole month. Now, the next question asks how many additional months will it take until the debt exceeds 1,420? Well, we're given the same equation. P in this case is still 1,000, that's still the original amount of our debt, but this time they're asking us about a different total debt amount. In this case it's 1,420, so that's our new A. But we'll still evaluate the same way. We'll still plug in, we'll have log of 1,420 minus log of 1,000 over log of 1.0175. Once again, we're left to assume that we're working in base 10. Once again, you'll start by simplifying the numerator using what you know about subtracting logarithms of the same base, and from there you can use a calculator to fully simplify. Now, that's going to give you the number of months that it takes to accrue this debt, but that's not the question that's being asked here. We're asked how many additional months does it take for this debt to exceed 1,420? How many additional months? Meaning we need to take the difference between our answer in the previous question and our answer in this question. So we're going to take the N from question 2, the number of months, and we're going to subtract the N, the number of months from question 1, and that'll tell us how many additional months it took to build our debt all the way up to $1,420.